that? Where'd it go? And we're live. And we're here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly plug-in. Weekly plug-in.
Wait, I gotta do my hand sign.
Okay, we just got off of FNW Thursday Night. It was a good episode. And it's really heating up on there, especially that tag team division is freaking awesome. Getting better. Getting better and better every week.
Where's the...
Oh. So anyways, remember, if you're watching this on Twitch, we also have a YouTube channel at youtube.com/FN Gaming. You can watch our plugins, we can watch our FNWs, we have our pay-per-views on there, we have some other content, and we'll be coming out with content as we, yeah. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can join us live Thursday, twitch.tv/FN Gaming at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, start. So if you want to join us live, you can. If you want to join us afterwards, they're a little bit different. The FNW is not that. This is just, but the plugins, it's a little different on YouTube than it is on. Yeah.
Did not hear the word you just said.
Yeah, a little different. Add a little stuff to it. Make it a little bit more fun without some of the. Got some dead time looking something up or something. Clean it up, make it look nice, make it presentable. So yeah, or you can join us live here. We love talking to you. You can join us in the chat.
We like having people to talk to that aren't each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we
like
not that we don't like talking to each other, but
we also like talking to other people too.
I'm tired of their shit.
You are washed out on
This and
You're
that.
so white.
And I'm a ginger.
There you go.
There,
You got some color to your skin now.
You don't need
Drew's
the
dark.
extra light. Yeah, but I got this over here.
Just got...
You're just washed out, buddy.
I'm still watching.
Pasty. Just pasty. Three gingers in a light colored room with lights isn't a fantastic idea for the camera.
Right.
All right, so here's the deal. This week is Star Wars week. It's Monday was Star Wars Day. Actually, technically, it could be Star Wars month.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah,
This
be
is
with
the
you
May.
on Monday, or now this is the May. We can have the whole month Star Wars month, but officially, the official Star Wars Day was last Monday. So I guess you want me to start with one. All right, we're gonna start off with the Star Wars update.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Give me the Star Wars, don't let them end.
So in honor of May 4th, Disney premiered the first episode of The Bad Batch, and it was so freaking good. It was lived up to the hype. Like, people were anticipating it, and it just knocked it out of the park. So if you don't really know what The Bad Batch is, it comes from the Clone Wars, which is an animated show that originally released in 2008. It's amazing. It's really an amazing show. It's hard to watch at first because it's not put together. It's not in a chronological order. Now, you can find the list on I think Disney has a list. You can find it on the internet to where it shows you what order to watch it, in order to watch an order. I don't know why they did that. I think it's because they weren't originally intending on having it run as long as it did. I think that they were just going to just release episodes here and there and not really have them much in order unless they were doing a continuation of something. But it got so popular because it was such a good show written by Dave Filoni, the man himself, that people just ate it up, and eventually it started getting in order. Thankfully, The Bad Batch is in order. I think it's gonna. So yeah, the original Clone Wars was for 5 seasons and ended in 2012. As far as the fans knew, that was going to be it. A whole another year before, that was a couple years before 2014, before a 6th season was dropped, and it was really good. It answered a lot of questions, like why the clones actually turned on the Jedi, There's a lot you can see. It's pretty cool watching stuff happen, and they really answer a lot of questions. Dave Filoni did a phenomenal job at answering questions that people were always wondering about, like why did Order 66 work? Well, it tells you that in season 6. And that was going to be it. That was even Dave Filoni's like, I don't see us being able to make another one. I don't think it's just not going to happen. Nothing's working out. Nothing's going to happen. And finally, last year in 2020, 6 years. Actually, yeah, 6 years after season 6, we finally got a season 7, and it was absolutely amazing. So what it is, the Clone Wars goes between episode 2 and episode 3 of the prequels. And it pretty much starts like where episode 2 ends at Attack of the Clones. Kind of starts like just a little, I think it's like the next mission after they get done with episode 2 they're on, and it goes all the way up to episode 3, and actually episode 3, and actually season 7 blends in with episode 3. You can even, like, the last 3 episodes happen while the movie's happening. And you can even, I know one guy on YouTube actually put them together to where you can watch it as it's happening. He did a great job of blending. I haven't watched it. I really want to. I don't know if he's still around anymore. He probably, I don't know if he can anymore. I really want to watch it though. It does a fantastic, and it's pretty cool because it shows episode 3 just from another perspective, and so it's really cool. And the show does a great job of filling the gaps where the movies leave off. It gives you more investment into the characters, so you can really, when you watch the Clone Wars, you really feel it in episode 3 when Anakin turns to Darth Vader. It's more heavy because you know where he's coming from. Because in Clone Wars, he's such a good guy. He's such a stand-up, honorable guy, and to watch him fall, watch how far he actually falls into becoming Darth Vader. Like now, when I see Darth Vader, it just solidifies that character more. Because I remember back seeing Anakin through the Clone Wars, and it's just like,
spoiler alert.
Wow, yeah. If you didn't know,
if you don't know anything about Star Wars,
so it just adds more, just a more rich investment in these characters. But yeah, it did a great job of bringing in those characters to show the relationship between Obi-Wan and Anakin, how strong it was. So when you get to their fight in episode 3, it's like you're like, holy crap, dude, this is a big deal. It has Yoda in it, has Mace Windu. He's a badass, but it's kind of cool because Mace Windu, it shows how he kind of personifies really everything that's wrong with the Jedi at that time. Because some people actually see the Jedi as the bad guys, which that's not true. And technically they were trying to keep peace. But there became a time to where they were stuck in their own ways. And Mace Windu is a perfect representation of how, like, what was wrong with him. He's egotistical. He's kind of puts himself on this pedestal and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It brings him to light. Palpatine shows how much of a genius he really is. You get to see more characters that in the movies didn't really get a lot of time, like Kit Fisto. He's the green guy with the you really only see him a couple of times, especially you see him when Palpatine kills him in the office, when Windu and stuff goes to try to arrest him. Yeah. And there's 3 of them that kill. One of them is Kit Fisto, the green one. That guy is actually a badass, and he shows a lot in the Clone Wars. You can see Plo Koon, which shows him the shoulder face. Ki-Adi-Mundi, the guy with the tall head. Boba Fett, you can see him as a kid. You see him growing up. Dooku, man. Dooku, you really see how awesome Count Dooku is. Because it shows, like, how he's very stoic. Like, when somebody's fighting him, they're like, ah, and he's just, like, very calm.
Sloppy.
Just very precise movements. Which is cool, because Christopher Lee, when Christopher Lee was playing Christopher Lee actually had swordsmanship training, and so when he was fighting him, he could actually fight him, and it was always awesome to
What?
what was it?
So, sorry.
Captain Rex, Captain Cody. And another cool thing about the Clone Wars is they bring in some new faces. Ahsoka Tano got her start. She's written specifically for the Clone Wars, and her character blew up like crazy. Asajj Ventress, who is an awesome... she's actually a Dooku's Padawan in the Clone Wars. Cad Bane, who's this badass... he's this badass outlaw. He's got this cool hat, with a brim hat. It's like a cowboy, almost. He has this cool, sounding voice, that's a weird, alien type voice. Hondo, which is one of my all-time favorite characters. Savage Opress, Bo-Katan, who was shown on The Mandalorian. Mother Talzin, Echo Wolf, and the Darksaber. You get to actually see, which is badass. It looks like a katana. And it's what you see in The Mandalorian. Is what Moff Gideon has in The Mandalorian. And Dave Filoni is so freaking amazing. So then season 7 came out, and season 7 introduced the Bad Batch. And these guys are kind of like what happens if... So you make millions of clones, and some clones, something goes wrong. Or maybe you try to enhance them in some ways, you try to play with it a little bit, and they don't come out quite like the rest of the clones do. So that's the Bad Batch. And and so basically the show is just a continuation almost of the Clone Wars. The first episode jumps right into Order 66. It happens, it starts off 5 minutes before the order is given. So you see them doing their thing, and then Order 66, which I figured that was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen so soon. I figured they showed them a little bit more, and then later in the season go into 66, but they jumped right off into it. And it's cool because it teaches us a little bit more about the clones. It teaches us that they're actually, technically, they're called Unit 99. So there's Clone 99, which you see in Clone Wars. He's kind of old, he's got a hunchback. And so what happens with their Bad Batches is a lot of times they'll either dispose of them or they'll put them in roles like maintenance, cleaning up, stuff like that. They don't give them combat roles. Well, these guys were mutated. They're almost like X-Men, sort of, but not quite super, not quite like superpowers or anything, but they're, one of them's really strong, one of them's super smart, one of them has keen senses and stuff like that, and has a knife and badass is like a hunter. And they did a really awesome job. And what it is they can overcome situations that other units would die in. There's only 5 of them, and there can be whole units that are getting shot down, and these 5 guys come in and save the day just because they use such different tactics. They don't follow orders straight to the T. They use guerrilla tactics.
He said gorilla, not gorilla. Go. Huge difference, kids. Huge difference.
And so because of that, they're actually really good at what they do. So yeah, this episode jumps right into Order 66, and you see them really having to deal with the switch, because it doesn't affect them the way it affects the other clones. And it starts off, you have Jedi Depa Bilaba. I've never heard of her before, but it starts off with her, and then her Padawan Caleb Dune, who it becomes Kanan Jarrus in the Rebels. So you see him in the Rebels, and he's a badass. Well, here he's a kid. This season looks like he's going to heavily be influenced by Tarkin, which is awesome. You see how mean he actually kind of is, how cold he is. There's a rift now happening between the now Empire and the clones, because Tarkin never really liked clones, and you see that a lot in Season 7, where he kind of dismisses them. And now that he's sort of running things, there's this split between the Kaminoans and the new Empire, and it's kind of cool seeing that, how they're gonna play out. And it's just really cool. They have some cool new characters. They have a new character named Omega, who is a clone, still just a kid, and it looks like she may have some, maybe even have some Jedi powers, or maybe just be really good. But she shows a hint that she might. And it's basically just this group of people now going rogue. Like they're all on their own now. Just these 5 against the entire now clone, now Empire army. And so it's just really, man, it's so good. It's so good. And what it really shows is how brilliant Dave Filoni actually is. How he can take a show with years of gaps in between them and still make a solid, amazing show. And then how he can take something from like that hasn't been touched in over 4 years, and almost over 4 years, and still make it make sense and enrich the content. And then he can make a spin-off show which even solidifies the content more. It doesn't like, hey, we're gonna forget about that, we're just going on our own thing now. He really does a good job about bringing it all together. And it shows how amazing he is, how good of a writer he is, how much he really knows and understands Star Wars and the content that he puts out. He puts it out with a purpose. He's not trying to switch it up to make his own thing. He sets his ego aside and just puts out amazing. Like, he's the creator of the Clone Wars, so he has a full understanding of that. And even after 7 seasons and years in between, he's still writing amazing content. Got the Bad Batch, which is a spinoff. Well, it looks like there's only been 1 season already, 1 episode. I'm already hooked on it. I already know this is going to be amazing. It just shows how much he really is passionate about the franchise. So I don't know. So it's going to be cool. But yeah, I'm excited. Bad Batch is going to be great, and I'm excited. A new episode comes out tonight. It comes out on Fridays. I think Friday. I don't know if it's Friday evenings or Friday the day. I don't know. The new episode airs on Fridays, so I'm excited about that. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. So if you haven't watched it, you need to watch the Clone Wars. And then you need to watch the Bad Batch. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't watched Clone Wars, you can probably get away with watching season 5, 6, and 7. And then going in the Bad Batch. I think that would work too. And they're actually after season 5. I think they're in order on 5. There might be a couple of them out of order. But it's like season 1, 2, 3, you have to like skip around to different seasons even to do it. But as it starts, I think 4 starts to most kind of be in order, and then I think 5 they just do it after that. 2 a.m. Okay. So yeah, so if you haven't watched that, you need to watch these season 5, 6, and 7, and you need to watch Bad Batch. It's so good. It's gonna be good. It's great.
See, I'm probably the least Star Warsy out of the 3 of us. Like, I like the original 3.
Yeah.
Like, everybody loves the original 3. I've seen the prequels. They're, the prequels. And then I haven't seen the new ones. I've watched Solo, and I started.
Solo's there.
What did I watch? What's the other one? Rogue One. I started Rogue One.
Rogue One's really good. I'm going to watch that today.
And then, I haven't seen any of the other 3. 3 of them.
Yeah,
I haven't seen those at all.
Last 3?
No.
The first one is okay.
First one out of the last 3 were.
But basically, if
Definitely
you've
good.
watched A New Hope, the original Star Wars, you've pretty much kind of seen it.
Yeah. So I like I said, I've seen the prequels and I've seen the 3. I've seen the first 6 basically. And then the last 3 I haven't seen. Solo was it kind of lost me after a while.
Yeah.
Kind of like, okay, I get it. Like I know the story. Never watched the Clone Wars.
See, Clone
I've never really gotten into the lore of Star Wars because there's a whole story. You know, and
this is like an entire history. Like, you can go back, like literally thousands of years in this universe.
And that's I'm
crazy.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through the first season of The Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
I think. I don't know. I don't really watch TV. Like, I'm always doing things. So, but I'm so, like I said, out of the 3 of us, I'm obviously the least caught up on the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I tried to watch.
Take a day.
What?
Take a day. Finish The Mandalorian.
Well,
It's worth the watch.
When I got Disney Plus, when I first got it, I'm gonna go through and watch all the Star Wars movies
And finish Rogue One.
in
Rogue One out of
in
the newer
order.
movies is probably,
the best.
like I
One.
was telling
Yeah.
him earlier, it is my favorite of any of the newer movies.
Probably
And
mine, like
everybody
episode
always
3
tells
and
me it's
Rogue
got
One.
like the best Darth Vader scene
Oh,
of
yeah.
all time.
Bro,
Yeah, it's legit.
So, but yeah,
I've seen that movie probably 40 times. I still get goosebumps. Tommy.
yeah, I was trying to watch them chronologically,
Yeah.
like episode 1, 2, 3.
See,
and
I don't
then-
know why. See, I was
Well,
telling him
that is
earlier.
it.
I don't know why Disney Plus doesn't do that.
They do
need
now.
To, they need to.
Oh,
go
yeah,
through,
they do-
No,
they
they don't
do
have
too.
it anymore. Remember we tried.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They need to go through and put every Star Wars
like in a
In-
playlist.
Yeah.
in a.
See, that's what I
Give
did.
it a playlist to where they're all in order.
I finally did that
Because you
a
have to
couple
like
years ago.
search around.
Play
Yeah.
it one, wherever the first one starts.
Yeah.
And then just go through
Yeah,
it.
because
I mean, obviously, you're not going to watch it one.
I think I got to Rogue One in chronological. So I watched
Yeah.
episode 1, 2, 3, and then it's Solo, and then it's Rogue One. Like I said, I started Rogue One, and I was like, I didn't
Finish.
I think I
Rogue
fell
One.
asleep
I swear you'll love it.
because I was trying to like marathon them, and
Yeah.
I got like, I think I got in one day I was episode 1, 2, 3 Solo, and then I got about maybe halfway through Rogue One, I fell asleep.
Finish
But
Rogue One.
But yeah, see-
because I got to finish Rogue
Love it.
One, and then I got to do the original 3,
Yeah.
and then the new ones.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like I don't know anything about the new ones. I know that that lady character Ray, or
Yeah.
whatever, and the guy,
yeah.
bad
Kylo.
guy, yeah, Kylo.
See, that's one thing. Like, because that's what I did too. But I what was out at the time, I watched everything Star Wars in chronological order because you watch.
Yeah, because if you
the-
watch it
the
all,
episode
like,
1,
yeah,
2, then Clone Wars,
yeah,
and then 3, and then Solo, Rogue
Wait, 3
One.
takes place after the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Yes. And
So
well,
then
actually,
season 7 is after the Clone Wars.
No,
right?
season 7 is during the Clone Wars. Well, technically, season 7 meshes into 3.
See, I need to find. There was a guy that made it. I found him. I messaged him I emailed him. He sent me the link. So many people are trying to watch this
Yeah,
that
it
you
didn't
can't
work.
get into.
Yeah.
And
That's what's
I've
so great
never
about it, though.
even
That's what
attempted Clone Wars,
makes Filoni so great. Is
because
that
I always thought it was like a kid show
it's not. That's what's great.
I mean, it is, but
because it's a
not.
cartoon.
Yeah.
So I always saw it, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah,
it's-
but
I really didn't know it was a
It's
completely different story.
It's
Yeah.
like
I thought it
Cartoon
was
Network.
just the first 3
Yeah.
the first 3
It was on Cartoon
movies.
Network.
yeah,
Yeah, see, I thought it was the
Network.
first 3 movies just as a cartoon, pretty
Yeah.
much. So I was like, well, I've already seen that.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what I
it's,
thought it was.
It
There's
does.
death. There's like brutal. Killings.
Yeah.
it's not gory or anything.
Yeah, like
There's some good
the
stuff
further
in there.
it goes, the deeper it goes, and I can kind of more violent it gets.
How long are the episodes? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not very long. But one thing that you'll see on there is like the character arcs are amazing, and at no point does it just drop off. No point as somebody does something out of character like that doesn't make sense. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, Dave Filoni is great about keeping up with his character arcs and keeping them going through. And you see like people like Ahsoka. You see her start off as being like a brat, almost like who's this? To becoming like a badass Jedi master as far as skill is concerned. And through season 6 and 7, you see like her really kind of take off, and it's amazing. And you see Anakin take off, and it's awesome. And you see, and he does a great job about keeping the rhythm going, keeping the arcs in
You see
place.
Anakin take off. Get
Yeah.
his arms and
Well, you
legs
see
cut off.
why he's so good as Vader. Like you really start seeing his skill because the movies show
really
a little bit,
show
but it doesn't go
Vader.
into depth about them.
See, and I always
as
thought that when I
Vader.
saw the prequels is
Yeah.
the fact that it like obviously it jumps around, but
Yeah.
then all of a sudden in the third movie he's just like not an angsty teenager anymore.
Yeah.
He's like evil, and you're just like,
So that's what the Clone Wars does is
Yeah,
it
like,
bridges that gap.
What happened?
Yeah. And
like-
to show him start you can kind of start seeing where he's getting cocky, but also seeing to where there's one thing I wish they would have done a little bit better with Clone Wars to show a little bit more of the rift between him and the Jedi Council. And they start kind of showing it But I wish I would have leaned in a little bit more on that. But it does. It's still amazing. You get to know like the actual some of the clones that are awesome on there. Like Rex is an amazing character. You see Cody, General Cody that you saw on episode 3 when he's the one who got the Order 66 in the movie. So you see him, and it's really cool, man. You see, like they really dive into the lore of it, and then you have Rebels. Yeah, you have Rebels, which comes out later, which is a little more kiddie, but it's not quite. Doesn't get quite as violent as Clone Wars does, but it does a really good job about like showing like Vader, right? Because that's after he becomes Vader, and you start seeing that, and you can see like really kind of start moving towards the new movie, the original. It's just really good. And one thing that the Rebels does really good at is it shows a lot of the life of the universe. It shows a lot of like the animals and stuff. It leans heavily on those, so you see like a lot more of the living world of the universe of this galaxy than even the movies or even
it's more than just these characters. It's like a living, breathing world. Yeah.
So Clone Wars was more like just the war between the droids, the Separatists, and the Republic, and then Rebels is more just like this ragtag group of people trying to make it through, trying to get paid, and trying to do the right thing, and they both are really good. But Clone Wars is definitely worth a watch, and like I said, Bad Batch is gonna be worth a watch whenever it comes out. Whenever it's definitely released.
I watched the first episode of Bad Batch today. It's really good.
Yeah.
They turned her into Thomas the Tank.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a Bad Batch release. If you haven't watched it, man, you need to. You watch it. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars, you need to watch that first. At least start at season 5.
Yeah, he yelled at me.
Yeah, at least start at season 5, and by the time you get in through 7,
me, buddy.
And watching the Bad Batch, it really starts kind of making sense. Because what's crazy is the Bad Batch, they were only in like 2 episodes of season 7. They weren't like major players whatsoever. Yeah. But they had
were they not in earlier episodes ever? Never?
They were only in season 7. Only, like I said, only like 2 episodes of season 7. But people are like, dude, these guys are awesome. And they had so much of a following that they decided to do the spinoff of the Bad Batch. Now, I don't know if they were planning on that. They're like, hey, these guys are going to be cool. We're going to go to the spinoff, or if it was just because they were so popular they decided to do it. But either way, I'm super happy. Dave Filoni is completely in charge of it. No outside, it's just Dave Filoni. Like the first name you see on there, Dave Filoni. And you see his name 3-4 other times on there. So I'm super happy about that. That dude is so talented and completely capable of doing this. And I'm excited about it. That's it. That's it for the first Star Wars update.
In other news.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah? Fuck off. So, as you know, Resident Evil comes out tomorrow. The new
Resident Evil Mommy Milkers?
Mommy Milkers.
Resident Evil
But some people have already, like, duped the system because it's not available yet, technically.
But it is.
Like, in LA, it comes out at 9. New York, it comes out at midnight. London will be 5 in the morning. Need to be 2 p.m. Right? So people have set their they're using like VPNs and stuff. So they're getting it early. Yeah. So they're set like their VPN. They can say they're in London or where.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't want to play it that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it comes out Central Time at 11. So I'm waiting to download it.
Oh, so it comes out like in.
We got 9 minutes.
Oh, 9 minutes.
And I can start downloading it. I can't play it.
What is touch? Better download that shit quick. I see some of the Mommy Milkers before I go home.
Well, I'll just have to scroll down and see pictures.
There's that one, was it a TikTok that took blood off that dude's hand?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. Like, close the door for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep me alive, you can do that as many times as you want to.
Jake's like, Name doesn't get home for another hour.
Right?
I'm gonna shut this door.
Yeah, so comes out tomorrow.
I mean, in
And
10 minutes.
people that already have it, some of them are modders. They've already turned Lady, I can't say her name, Dimitrescu.
No, it's Dimitrescu, because they said you don't say the Q on the end of it.
Whatever, Mommy
Dimitrescu.
Milkers. They've
Mommy
already
Milkers.
turned her into Thomas the Tank Engine. And I'm going to show this because it's freaking funny.
Dude, when you showed the way she enters a room,
Yeah.
like she's a straight up vampire.
Yeah.
She's a group of bats. Like
Yeah.
she goes from like a group of bats and just forms. I was like, whoa, that's cool. Like I want to play this game, but at the same time, I'm like, the last one kind of.
I'm not going to show any sound or anything because I don't want any spoilers. I just saw this and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Like, look how cool this is.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Look at her face.
Top of the train.
That's so.
Look at her
Train
teeth. Oh, dude, I hadn't seen that.
Ow.
He got fucked up.
Yeah, run.
But yeah, so they've already done that.
That's a big old
And
lady.
I think
That's a huge bitch.
it's hilarious.
But it's funny because the big thing about people freaking out is like that's a big old woman, and you really like.
Her boobs are not that big. They're
Well,
big because she's a giant.
Well,
woman.
if you look at the thing, like you never really think about that. Like okay, yeah, she's a big old lady, but then like you watch her walk up on the character,
Yeah.
and the character's neck just like cranes up, and I was like, you know how like actually terrifying that would be?
Yeah,
Like
it's,
she's like 9'6". Like, you imagine a 9'6" woman with like 4 foot long fingers made into blades coming at you. Like as much as everybody's like, ooh, mommy, like no, I'd be peeing all over myself, bro. I'm gonna be like, nah.
The mods are actually available. You can download them
right. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Like,
it's
that's-
hot.
that's-
That's still terrifying.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying. Like as much, I'd be like, whoa, okay, no, I'm leaving. As soon as those claws come out, I'm like, nah, man.
Right.
I'm like, you're a big old hot lady, but nah, I'm good.
As soon as she appears in bats.
Yeah, it's
like,
yeah.
Bats.
Be like, whoa, oh no,
Oh, okay.
wait, were those bats? Is that a gaggle of bats? No, I'm good. I'm good. No, stay over there.
But technically, she doesn't even need claws. She can probably just pick you up.
Just like
by the
snap,
neck.
just snap
Yeah,
your
just
neck.
squeeze your neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big old vampire lady. I
And then her
guarantee.
sisters
I
are
guarantee you,
evil
her
too.
daughters.
That are daughters.
I guarantee you, she turns into a blob creature. She's
Yeah,
gonna turn into like a giant octopus.
Oh, I don't
or
want no
something.
Ouroboros shit.
Funny if her boobs have teeth on.
Like pull it over and just like, ah, like. I wanted to see him, but I don't anymore.
Wait a minute. I don't want to touch, but I can't.
No, don't.
Terrible. Y'all are terrible.
Like boob bite your freaking hand off. Like, oh, was that worth it?
Y'all are ridiculous. Well, that's all I got on that.
It'd be a face.
Oh, Mass Effect comes out in 8 days.
Oh yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
You need to play it. I can understand why you would have not played it back in the day. I got lost first area for like 20 something hours.
I
at one
honestly
point, and I gave up on the game.
I've never even like I've seen stuff from it. Never thought about even like I don't know. I just never.
It's cool
It's a good game.
because it takes your saves.
Oh yeah,
And then it
rolls
continues
over.
it on. It rolls over to the next game. So what you do in the first game will have an effect in the second game.
People who
And it's
die.
awesome. Yeah, people and like your people will actually die. And if they die, they're gone. There's no like back. Like they're gone. And it's not like they don't. I guess some of them may die in story wise, but like if they die gameplay, they're gone. So, and it sucks because I played the second one, and there was a guy on that you fight against him in the first one, and then there's the one, the second one. It's like, oh, like yay, and I was like, dude, I want to keep him alive because they may bridge the gap, give us peace. And then the last freaking mission, man, he gets taken up by these bat creatures. I'm like, no! And I'm sitting there shooting, like we're all go across the bridge or whatever.
Talking about the Geth?
Yeah. And he falls something or something. And his bats start swarming him. And I'm like, no! And I'm shooting him, but I'm going crazy, so I'm missing. And they take him away and kill him. I'm like, no!
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
The mommy milkers got him.
Yeah.
I haven't played the last one because it sucks.
It did not suck. Oh, which one? Andromeda?
Yeah.
They don't count. They're making a new one, and it's like out the window. Like TMNT, the last one, or Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like I saw it.
I don't know if I'll
and
get
I
it
knew
when
of
it comes
it.
out, but I'll.
I just never like, man, I need to play that game.
It's
It's
fun.
so good.
It's good. And the,
Character
like
development's really good.
the galaxy is open. So you can go to
You
planets.
can have
and
sex
things.
with any of them.
You can have sex
Well,
with
you sold me
man or woman.
alien
Man.
sex.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Totally thing tally.
they have tentacles.
No, no time.
And it surprisingly shows. It doesn't show all, but it gets pretty damn close.
Like softcore.
Yeah, maybe
Kinda.
maybe like what you see in a soap opera, but like actually naked, but everything's
It's not.
covering everything. Everything's covered
It's
up.
almost Cinemax.
Yeah,
But everything's covered.
but it's still like
You bang it.
yeah.
Not like Hot Coffee Mod San Andreas.
No,
Dude, I forgot all about that. That's a blast from the
I don't know when
past.
that came out. Oh my god!
Yeah.
So many angry people.
This kid would not do that because he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
This is the only mass-produced and sold NC, not NC, was it AO?
Yeah,
Rated AO,
yeah,
adults
yeah,
only.
for-
That. Then they patched it. But yeah.
There's supposed to be
Good
games coming out.
stuff.
Resident Evil.
I don't even know
It's a
what
big
all
one.
is coming out.
Baldur's Gate.
See, I thought that was a
Oh,
DLC. It's
It's a
literally a
rehash.
re-release.
That's
I
what I was
don't
trying.
know.
That's what I was telling you when you were like, "It's a DLC." I was like,
I thought it
sure
was.
it came out forever ago. They're re-releasing it. Hey, it's 11. Download it. Get Mommy Milkers right now. I actually don't have jack shit.
It's kind of a slow week.
It was kind of a slow week, and there were Mommy Milkers. Yeah. No Cyberpunk update this week. There's everybody's still kind of
We gotta
reeling.
take a break from
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna stop updating
fingers
for at
raised.
least a little while. Enjoy what we've given you. Like, shut up, keep updating, you jerks.
I will be able to play this in hours.
The Valhalla had the big update. I haven't played it since the big update, so I don't know how that's working. Like the new update for Valhalla. Still haven't played Cyberpunk, so I don't know how that's working out. Everything else though, I mean, there's nothing real big
No
happening.
major event.
Yeah, nothing that's relevant to me anyway. Relevant to my news skills. Yes. But yeah. That's about no. I don't have anything. Nothing.
You got anything?
You got anything else there, Jacob?
I got this small
Okay, good.
little lawsuit going on here. So Sony's being sued over the digital store monopoly that they have. They don't sell their digital codes anymore to anybody. They stopped. So somebody I think it was in California, filed a lawsuit alleges that Sony has an illegal monopoly over digital game purchases on the platform. The lawsuit is filed Wednesday night in California. Lawyers claim that Sony's 2019 decision to stop PlayStation users from buying third-party download codes is violating antitrust and unfair competition. So basically, they're selling their games in the store higher than even their their physical copy. So Sony's monopoly allows it to charge super competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in competitive retail market. Significantly higher than they would be in a competitive retail market for digital games.
The other camera just on Drew.
No, it still is on Drew.
he's just like. Yeah.
Big move.
It is a big move. So, yeah. Like, on average, they're saying that their games are 75% more on the PlayStation Store than they are sold physically.
I mean, I don't really buy. I can't remember the last new game I bought. Most games I buy on some here deal. Yeah, they're big.
Well, yeah, like most normal people like us wait, but some people like the most popular games, 75% more digitally bought than they are physical, which is understandable. It's easy, download it, but I still prefer like physical copies. Like, I mean, look at that thing. Look at it.
On the game.
Glory. But yeah, it does depend on the game for sure, but I still think it might be a big one. See where that one goes.
I did hear some
swindle their way out of it.
CD Projekt Red dude. That their CEOs and stuff
still getting their bonuses.
Themselves their bonuses.
Yeah.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works.
They're like, oh, we did so good.
We did such a great job. We deserve these bonuses.
Yeah.
And the development team is getting jack shit wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the thing is,
the development team, they can suck an asshole.
I'm not.
Well, no, it's the development team's the ones working to try to fix it.
Fix their own fuck up.
But it's the CEOs. It's the.
I don't think any of them should get bonuses.
I don't think they should either.
They all suck.
But I mean, it's the developers that are having to stay overtime. They were having to stay during the crunch because their upper management don't know what they're doing.
I forgot to tell you. I didn't start recording until. Actually, it's probably halfway.
Yeah, I asked at the beginning of this. Hey, record. I said I was.
No.
I said
I said we were ready.
What happens when you start with one?
No. The second time I said 5.
That's what happens when you count up.
Yeah,
count it down.
The
second time. Y'all fucking me up tonight. Okay?
Yeah, we're controlling. I want a lightsaber greatsword.
Yeah,
like a fucking like 6 foot long fucking lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's like be like, oh shit.
Yeah, like a big ass bastard
like,
sword.
what do I do with that?
Dude, the Darksaber is badass because it's cut like a katana.
Yeah.
And it even has a hilt, kind of like a square hilt. Actually, it's more of like a rectangular hilt. But it comes out black, and it actually goes off of your emotion. So the more angry you become, the stronger it. It's so cool.
You had like a battle axe. That'd be good. Like, oh, and it just like.
Isn't there a?
I've actually looked into this a lot, like all the different types of lightsabers. And I think I just see. I know there's lightsaber pikes, badass.
What? In claw lights.
There we go. I haven't heard him talk about Wolverine like that in a long time. Standard. Let's see. Double blades. Those are so sick. Shoto.
Yeah, what's cool?
Light
whip.
Yeah, it's light whip.
Those are nasty.
I do. That's one thing I love about Ren. I love his lightsaber.
Dude, his lightsaber
the way it
nasty.
folds up.
Wait, folds. Those didn't fold.
When it shoots out. There is folding. There is
the proto saber. That's the dark saber.
Yeah.
It's
they actually do have collapsible. So that one is a blaster
lightsaber pistol.
Yeah. He made that. They made that.
That's in Rebels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the Force Saber. That thing's nasty.
Yeah.
There's only 10?
No, there's more than that. Like I said, they actually have ones that are collapsible now.
Lightsaber types.
Vader's is something I didn't know, that Vader can actually change the length of his lightsaber.
What?
Which gives him an advantage over, because you're used to fighting him, and all of a sudden he can shorten it.
There's a Tonfa style. That's actually pretty badass.
Yeah.
The wrist hilt.
Oh, yeah.
Blades. Dual phase, single bladed, great lightsaber. A light club.
Like a pike.
These
like
large
like
lightsabers are generally used
like
only
a
by
really long
beings
stick with
of
like
immense
this long.
stature.
Like
They have the cool ones on Rebels that they actually in. So, like, you hold the hilt and got like a double-bladed lightsaber roll.
Lightsabers short out when the blade touches water? I didn't know that. Most lightsabers short out when the blade touches water. This blade is made to operate underwater due to two crystals and bifurcating cyclical ignition pulse. Yeah. Then there's a fire saber. Dark saber.
Oh,
Look at this thing. Look at the great saber. That's fucking massive.
Yeah, big guys. There's one in Rebels. Has one in Rebels. They're humongous. Hilt on.
That's the dark saber. Not a very good picture. The fire saber. Look at that. That's nasty looking.
Like, they really did a good, like, it's crazy depth. There's different types of
Fiber
saber
cord,
fighting. Like, you can learn
cord.
different styles. Like 7
A
different
lightsaber
styles.
cane?
Oh, yeah.
A light ring?
That's on Rebels, too.
A Kinta? Is that how you pronounce that? Q-I-N, Kinata. I can't fucking read. A lightsaber pike. Bro.
engine. Great sword.
Yeah,
Like, literally
so
like
awesome.
a 6 foot long blade. Because you get like, those people that are really skilled with those great sword. How do you get close to them? They're always swinging that thing. So you're like, you have like a little measly like 4 foot long blade. You can't get within 4 feet of the guy because he's, and you're just like, what do I do? Start throwing stuff at him? Like,
Box at him.
maybe he'll stop swinging that eventually.
Have to wait till he gets tired. And
Yeah, swinging an 8 foot long lightsaber.
Swing and a miss.
There's a I can't remember the YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel that dude goes into depth on it. He talks about all the different types of. There's one lightsaber that actually turns you evil. Dark side.
That's the dark saber.
No, different one.
I thought it was the
This one's a
same
red
one.
Nuh-uh. This is one that they've actually like had to store away in the Jedi
Simple?
temple, yeah. Like hide it so nobody could find it. And that's somebody human. It is super powerful. It's kind of like the ring, and it's kind of like the knife. Like it turns you. You know how I've been watching Attack on Titan.
You've been watching Attack on Titan?
I don't like animes. I don't watch a lot of anime.
Repeat this for me. I need you to repeat that loud and clear for the microphone.
I've been watching Attack on Titan.
No.
It's okay. Okay, here's the thing.
It's good, isn't it?
Like, it's weird, and it's just weird enough to hold my attention because I'm curious about the Titans. I've been having trouble getting through it. I'm on first season. I'm on like episode 12. I'm where they're fighting the big Titan bitch. And but honestly, I had a really hard time, I had to like push myself through because the characters on that show are the whiniest bunch of tit bags I have ever seen in my life. All of them, every single one of them, whine the entire episode. and it gets on my damn nerves.
Dude said,
yeah,
let's try.
Entrances, like
never-
private matches, like online, like hosting matches online.
Stay out of this one because I don't know. I just got the game and I don't know anything about it.
Still there,
Dude.
my guy?
What's going on, dude? Welcome. We're gonna check it out for you. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I haven't really messed with that a lot.
That's
But Steam. But yeah, I've never really gotten into anime. The furthest I've ever ventured.
I haven't really either.
I love Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if
See, I
that's.
didn't watch
I
Dragon
don't.
Ball
I
Z
don't.
that
I don't
much.
know if is that considered anime.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball. That
yeah.
anime?
Well,
I love Dragon Ball Z.
It is. A lot of people.
That's like everybody's.
But they're like,
it's like everybody's
that's
first.
generic.
Yeah, and I
Especially for our age.
love One Punch Man.
Honestly,
we
I
can
haven't watched
understand
that. I need to watch that.
Entrances are like key to a match.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we put all of our matches, our FNW matches, on YouTube, and we get copyrighted every single time. The only way we can avoid getting copyrighted is not to have entrances. That's not an option.
Yeah.
That's all part of it.
That is not an option.
But I don't know, have you guys ever watched One Punch Man?
I've heard that was really good. That might be the next
It's
one
almost
to
like a
watch.
satire. Like it makes fun of like the tropes on in a lot of anime. But I love One Punch Man. Like I've never
done
so
online,
funny.
Really.
Is it online only that you're talking about? Go back.
I mean, I'm sure there is private lobbies that you can. Let's look into it. Create a lobby. Let's look it up. I don't know, like I said, other than doing like creation mode. What was that? Oh. I don't know.
That's weird. Got two of them. If you
Yeah, other than uploading and downloading characters, like the character creation stuff. Okay, originals. Quick play. We'll look it up for you. You think they would have it here in the lobby?
says, according to this, they remove.
They may have. I'm sure that's a copyright thing that they'd have to do that. Well, I mean, if they're yeah, they may putting those online. It may be something completely different set of rules. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can do that. Like I said, I really haven't messed with online too a whole heck of a lot. Now, if you need help, like with the community creations, like bringing them in and stuff like that, I can do that. Or doing your own title, like creating stuff. We've done a lot of that.
Guess not.
Yeah, I don't think
Everything
there
I've
is.
seen online so far, it says no. Doesn't say why.
Like, I don't even see to do private lobbies.
Yeah.
Hopefully they fix a lot of the stuff for the next one. Lobbies, you can create your own. But maybe you'd have to, I don't know if you'd have to create in, I'll see a way to invite. Like, you think you'd be able to do private or friends only.
I don't see it, but
Yep. But yeah, like where I'm at now, it's actually getting better. But the first 10 episodes, I mean, it's still there's a lot of whining, but it's like, and they do the mouth noises. They do the mouth noises from Final Fantasy. It's not bad. It's not as bad as Final Fantasy, but they do them. But I can actually look past that. But it's the constant crying, and like the little blonde kid, the smart kid, I can't stand it. He does nothing but whine the entire time. And even like the main character, like there's a point where the main character gets.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. But like the part where it looks like he's been eaten. I'm like, oh well, I don't have to listen to his damn whining anymore. Like literally, their friend.
Shut up now.
Like somebody get so Attack on Titan. I don't know if you know anything about it. Is these giant human-like creatures that are naked, and some of them are like size of buildings, you know, almost, and they eat people, and they've run humans almost to the brink of extinction, but they haven't had like a huge attack in like 100 years. So now they're starting to attack their last, or at least this group, like the last hope, the last human, I guess, in Caman. It's like a huge, like multi-wall compound, like a castle in the middle. There's like walls and walls and walls.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Harpoon gun.
Yeah. And so you kill them, you have to slice them in the back of the neck. Like you have to slice a big chunk out. That's the only way to kill them. Because you can chop their legs off, you can poke their eyes out, they can still get you. Still attack you. And that's all they want to do, it seems like, is to eat people. They pick them up and eat them whole, you know, chop them and stuff like that. So, like, one of their friends is flying through the city, flying through town, gets caught by one, and instead of going down there and why their attention is on this one before, like, slowly putting it in his mouth, and instead of being like, I'm gonna go chop his neck now because he's paying attention to what he's about to eat. Like,
so you're on 12.
Why am I put in charge of this? I don't have any reason to be in charge. I don't know why they put me in charge. I can't do it. And I was like, dude, get off of your ass and go help your goddamn friend.
They'll slice the giant naked guy in the back of the neck.
Or they're like, they'll mess up like a little bit, and instead of like trying to fight to get away, like, I guess I'm done. I'm just gonna sit here in the middle of the street and get eaten.
When you were fighting?
Yeah,
you were on?
yeah.
That's
17? Okay. It's getting away from that a little bit. Where they're starting to actually see like some badasses. But literally, for the first several like 12 episodes, it's nothing but constant whine. All of it. Even like there's like a guy, he's not like the overall commander, but he's like a captain. Even him is whine, like the guy that tries to kill them after he finds out what he can do. You know what I mean? They're up against a wall and they have the cannon facing at them. And this guy that's supposed to be in charge of this army, instead of like he's freaking out, whining, I don't know what your plan is. I was like, Slap him. Just slap him right across the face. But it is really still good enough to keep my attention. Like I said, it's starting to get really. I'm starting to get to where I'm getting into it now. I'm really like I'm curious about the Titans. This is weird because the more you learn about them, the more they're uncertain. Like what's their deal? Right. What's their motive?
Going.
Yeah,
just going.
And so yeah, so I'm watching it. I've been watching it.
Another one you should watch. Player.
I've heard of them. Like Cody told me to watch One Punch Man. He said that one's really.
Punch Man's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's really funny, but it's also
I'm not
like I said, it's really satire based.
That's another thing. That my other issue with it is the dialogue. It's not so much the dialogue; it's the thought. I think some of the dialogue
got a little lost in translation.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't need to hear every character's every thought process in the middle of a battle. Like they're running towards a battle, and all of a sudden you hear their inner dialogue, and they're like, "I don't know if I can do this. Oh, but I have to because he's my friend. But I don't know if I have the strength to do this." And the voice goes up like that, like the whiny. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and go kick their ass. Or run away. Something I don't know. It's good though. Like I said, it's getting better, and I'm hooked into it. I'm gonna finish it. But the fact that there's 75 episodes in the first season, good God. I was like, oh, okay, I'm on the episode 10. I don't know how much they're in. I looked 75.
Yeah, and then you get to like season 2 and 3, and they're like 14.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Where do they all go?
But yeah, it's worth a watch. And once you get past the whiniest part of it, then it's starting to get to where there still is, and even the main character is one of the worst. Is one of the worst, the biggest wine bags in the entire show. And a matter of fact, they even in this a couple episodes they even called him out. Like, dude, do you ever stop whining?
Shut up!
Shut up! Stop whining! I don't know, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, like that. I've never really been that big on anime. Never really. I used to watch the Heavy Metal 2000s, which I liked. I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which some people say are not, but it's fun.
Yeah. Now that I think about that, like I don't know if it's considered anime.
Yeah.
But it's not like. But do you remember Aeon Flux?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Was that?
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, that's anime.
Like for American
Flux. I don't know.
But that was a cool show.
Well,
it was real weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that. I remember that. Yeah.
It used to come on MTV real late at night.
Yeah, I had that chick with the toe hands, the hand beat. Hands.
Feet,
yeah.
Hands.
Yeah, she wasn't like the all black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a weird show. I watched that all the time. And then what else? I watched the Animatrix, which is I don't like the overly emotional, and that's what a lot of the Japanese anime the over.
You're not gonna like.
Oh, really? Demon Hunter. I don't know. Well, like this, it kept my attention because it's weird enough. Because the Titans were weird. Because they're literally just giant naked people running around.
It's
eating
funny.
People. Yeah, and they're silly. Like how, and some of them were kind of scary. So like, and there's a lot of situations where I'm like, dude, their attention is off of you. You can go take out 2 or 3 of them right now, and they're not even paying attention to you whatsoever.
Right.
Their back is turned to you. You have a clear shot, and instead they're sitting there contemplating. Oh no, I guess they're just gonna die because I'm not. I don't know. But yeah. I'm watching that.
I have a pack.
Yep. But yeah, I guess that's all we got. All right, y'all.
That's all, folks.
That's all we got for this week. Join us next Thursday.
Tomorrow, actually. You and I are going to finish the game.
Tomorrow?
Soon.
Game.
Oh, it takes two.
Yeah, I saw.
That's a fun. That's a really fun game.
I started watching, but then something happened,
Huh.
and I don't know. And it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Like it was video, then no sound, but then there was sound but no video, and I was like, I don't know if it.
Yeah. It's a man. It's a fun game. It's charming. It's beautiful, and it's a lot of fun. Like the puzzles are fun. Yeah, we're having a good time with it.
Bullshit, because it's Drew fucking bro. It makes me so fucking. Okay, so at one point his character had nails. Had to jump onto the nails. Jump across. This fuckhead.
You throw the nails,
back.
and then you can call them back to you, like that little disc on Guardians of the Galaxy, the little spear, kind of like that. You whistle, and they come back to you.
Oh yeah. This dickhead, I'm trying to jump on. He's like, "I'll do it whenever you jump." It was cool. I'm like, no, do it now.
I do it mid jump.
I
I'll throw it mid jump.
He throws the next one, and he'll pull it back while I'm still on it. Or pull it before I even get to it.
And I call him back.
So mad.
Oh. But yeah, we're playing It Takes Two. So if you want to watch that, that's a lot of fun. We're gonna be playing that probably the next couple of days. Yeah. So join us next Thursday for Thursty Thursday, some FNW Thursday Night, and episode 42 of the plug-in. All right, I'm Cinemadrue.
Jellyhewby.
PsychoSid.
We're Evan Gaming.
Should be too.